Hey friends, welcome to One Flight Down, welcome to the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge, and welcome to a very special Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday. What's so special about today's Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday? Stick around and find out.
One, two, three.
All right, so today on Back of the Beer Fridge Sunday, I'm sorry, this is actually take two. We got a very special guest here today. We're not just looking at what's in the back of my beer fridge. We are looking at what's in the back of your beer fridge. And I'm saying that too. Nutmeg 2 Palmetto.
First time I sang along to the Dust Rhinos, but I guess that'll just have to live in your and my imagination.
Yeah, that's sorry, I don't normally record with StreamYard. I only use it for streaming, and it wasn't recording for some reason. But I see the little numbers going now, so I know it's recording. So we're doing take two, but we got to introduce our beers all over again because I screwed up take one. And you already did your pour.
I did. I feel like it's gonna be a bastardized beer review.
Well, what can you do? All right,
Alan, how do we recreate this energy?
Well, I can talk about the beer I brought in, and then we'll talk about yours, and then you can review yours while it's sitting there. I'm sure there's I don't think it had much head to begin with, so there'll be none at all for sure.
It didn't, but you know what? I'm gonna cup the glass because it's supposed to be served a lot warmer than it currently is.
All right. Well, I'll ramble for a minute or two about my beer. So my beer is, an older beer. I've had this one. It's a Star Beast, the Trinidadian Black Cake Star Beast from Sucrum's Brewing. So Sucrum's does the Star Beast series every October. They release a new set of Star Beast flavors. This is from 2023, October 2023. I can't remember if I've had this one before because I usually buy a few of each. I think I might not have had this one yet. I'm not sure. But anyway, it's an Imperial Stout, comes in at 10.5% alcohol. I'm looking forward to getting into it. You can tell it's a little dented. I'm blaming that on the movers. There was a couple fallen soldiers when I made my move from the old location to this one.
Alan, you're not supposed to abuse beer like that.
I know. I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel really bad. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. And you'll get a kick out of this. During take one, I didn't realize you were saying Star Beast. I thought you were saying the name of the beer was Star Bees, like Kirby's, like Kirby's Dream Land or some shit. So I'm like, that's the name from Alien? I don't remember that.
Yeah, it's Star Beast, just like the alien from the Alien series of movies. And every Star Beast can is dedicated to Jonesy, the cat. So what do you got?
I'm gonna call it Starbies anyway. So this is a very interesting. There's a little bit of a story behind this one. When I first moved down here, the date is actually printed on the outside of the bottle. And I believe, if I'm reading in the correct format, the 28th of August, 2021. So, and the story behind this is there was a bottle shop down the road from my mother's house when I first moved down south, and during COVID, just in case YouTube still cares about that, they were selling their stuff via an Excel spreadsheet with their payment, however they did their payment at the time, I don't remember. So you would put your order in on the Excel spreadsheet, handle payment, and then they would bring the order out to you in a box to avoid, person-to-person contact or whatever. Unfortunately, this bottle shop closed down probably a year or so after. The owner had some kind of immunocompromised situation, so he decided not to reopen the business. And this, and I think one other beer in my fridge still, I think one other beer I still have, are the last remnants of that bottle shop. So it is from, took me forever to find the name of it, Pohjala The 10 Apple Stout, a beer to celebrate the apple. 5 varieties of apples from Denmark and 5 from Estonia, treated in 10 different ways and aged in Calvados barrels. Serves 56 to 64 degrees Fahrenheit. You are going to have to do the calculations on that. I do not know what that is in Celsius. Product of Estonia, brewed and packaged by Pohjala Tallinn in Estonia at a whopping 12%. But given the fact that this is 3.5 years old, it's probably more like 16%.
Well, you've got my 10.5 beat. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I really don't understand the artwork on this. It's like a mystical blue square or something.
So that's from 2021.
2021.
Wow. I think I
Fortunately,
said
it's a
this would
stout.
take.
If this was an IPA, it might be a little rough.
Yes, a stout should be okay. I was going to say that about mine. I was trying to. I think I said it in the first take, but the year they put this out, 2023, they also did a like the one from they re-released the vintage from 2021. Now I was looking for that in my beer fridge, but I either drank it or the mover destroyed it. I'm gonna not blame the mover.
or he,
I'm just
or he
gonna.
pocketed it as his tip.
Oh, he may have. He may have. Well, now I'm going to take up an issue with that moving company. Don't ever use moving company.
They steal your beer as gratuity. Review time. So the head actually is still kind of there. Not too bad stout for by stout standards. And there's still some kind of noticeable carbonation swirling around and whatnot. This is really weird. I still pick up apple. I still pick up apple aroma like a like one of those cinnamon or caramel apple pie type of desserts. It's a very sweet, sugary type of apple. There's some chocolate in there, milk chocolate. It's got the sweetness of milk chocolate. Gabagool. Um, so that is definitely a nice 50-50 split there.
I've never experienced apple in a beer in a stout before.
I was gonna say
Like
in a beer. I guess Drew's not sent you.
no, Drew hasn't sent me any apple stouts yet, but like I've gotten apple notes in the odd beer here and there, but definitely not a stout. So yeah. Oh wait, I want you on the screen, not me. I'm just trying to play with the layout here.
I thought you were going full screen for your aromatics. What's this? A screen share? Oh, there we go. So, I guess without further ado, cheers. The chocolate flavor is still there, but it's a bit more bitter, like dark chocolate. I'm not getting a ton of apple on the flavor. So that I find that I always find that fascinating when something is a little old and it hangs around in one facet but not the other. But maybe it just needs to be warmed up a little bit still. But I'm really not picking up much of any apple in the flavor. So I don't know if that was intended and it got overpowered or just the age of it. I but again, I don't know if the age of it should be an issue since it's so strong in the aroma.
Yeah. Yeah, so maybe the age hasn't affected it at all.
Be precious. There is something else in there though. It almost tastes like this is gonna sound messed up. Imagine peanut brittle without a peanut brittle, a peanut butter flavor. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Like there's like the saltiness and
Okay.
like a crunchiness without obviously it being crunchy. This beer does not taste crunchy, but like it kind of gives that kind of sensation. Um,
Weird.
yeah,
So it's going for like an apple. Is it going for like an apple pie kind of a thing?
it must. And there was such a strong sweetness in the aroma. I do feel like they were going for some dessert vibe.
Yeah. Yeah. 'Cause I did when Shane was here in Winnipeg, we went to Nonsuch and we tried a beer that was like an apple crumble style. Like it wasn't a stout.
Oh,
It
I've
was
had a
lighter
sour
in
like
color. But it was really, really good. Um, and yeah, like neither of us are like he doesn't like cooked fruit at
Oh,
all.
yes, I remember this one. Yes, I remember this one. You
And I'm
freaking
not a huge
weirdo.
apple guy, but it was good. I don't know. I really liked it. All right, you keep drinking that. I'm gonna go get some glassware.
See, it's okay though because you're Canadian. It's not like it's not. If I said I don't like apple pie, that would be like you saying you don't like maple syrup. Oh wait, that's the thing though.
And I do like maple syrup. I'm just not
Pairing it at all
I'm
times.
not like super crazy about it. But I love maple syrup on bacon, like one of my favorite things in the world. Uh, but yeah, like I'm not like the maple police like Shane is. Shane comes down on you hard if it's not real Canadian maple syrup. But my concern is usually more the beer. So, all right. So I'm going to get into this one here. The tasting notes say dark, rich, sweet. Trinidadian Black Cake Star Beast is a full bodied imperial stout that is inspired by the Trinidadian Black Cake. This beer features flavors of vanilla, citrus peel, cinnamon, and brandy soaked dark fruit. Best served 8 to 10 Celsius. It's probably a little colder now. I took it out like a little while before like 15 minutes before we started. It's still probably a little too cold, but
I don't want to inception you, but I have a very distinct aspect to wait for to hear to see if I hear it from you.
okay. All right.
Based on the description. Based on the description.
All right. I'm going to pour it. So it's not the right brewery, but it's the best glass I've got for this. And it is a stout, so I'm going to hard pour this as well.
We're glass twins, even though they're not the same place.
Now, that's got a lot more head than yours did, but of course nobody knows that because they didn't see her pour.
It's true.
For a hard pour,
then,
though, yours did not have a lot of head, which is why I'm really sad that we missed that. Like yeah. Whereas this, look at that. It's like
I like the color of yours better though. It's that dark tan, that pretty dark tan.
yeah, I like that a lot. Yeah, it looks like a beautiful stout. Okay, I'm definitely getting the brandy soaked fruit sort of. Yeah, like I get a booziness and definitely a fruitiness, like cherries or something like that. Yeah, it smells really, really good. It smells like Christmas time to me. It's just funny. Like I wouldn't think Trinidadian. You don't think. Like, I think of hot weather. If someone said, "Oh, have a Trinidadian beer," I would think it was going to be a light beer, not a stout. But it's based on a cake, Trinidadian black cake. So
I think of vanilla, but maybe I'm thinking of Tahitian and getting the words mixed up.
okay. All right, I'm going in for a sip on this one. That is very, very, very sweet and very thick, viscous. It's got a slight bit of a boozy burn on the back end of it. I don't get the vanilla so much, but I definitely get the boozy, like the sort of soaked, booze soaked fruit kind of taste for sure. And a little bit of cinnamon. I'd say there's a little bit of cinnamon in there too.
Was it supposed to have vanilla, or was that just my own stupidity?
Oh, maybe you suggested that. No, it says here vanilla, citrus peel, cinnamon, and brandy soaked dark fruit. I don't get the citrus peel really.
There's a lot of fruits going in there, so one's probably going to overtake the other.
I mean, there's a little bit of a bite at the back, which you could sort of reminds me of the bite you get with an IPA sometimes. So there's a little bit of a bitterness there. Maybe that's where the orange peel comes into it a bit. But no, the flavors are pretty big on like the more, I don't know, I always call it like Christmas cake kind of fruits, right? Like those, like, that Christmas cake that you just keep soaking with booze over the years. Just keeps
fruitcake
on booze. That's kind of what it tastes like to me.
You can break windows with it.
If you don't keep soaking it with booze, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I hear that's a cake, so I'm expecting something very noticeable about the body. And you said thick, which made me excited, and then you said viscous, which I'm like, wait a minute, that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, it's definitely a thick body. Yeah, it's almost borders on syrupy a bit now. Not the first couple sips, but right now it's kind of bordering on more of a syrupy kind of a mouthfeel. So maybe the can needed a bit of a roll or something before. But
I could have done a shake cam.
Oh, totally could have done a shake cam. Oh, that would have benefited from a shake cam, I think, because the mouth feels changing a bit, the flavor's changing a bit as I go. Yeah, could have done a shake cam.
I mean, in all fairness, who thinks the shake cam is stout?
The first time I did the shake cam, it was with a stout. It was a nitro.
That's right. Yeah, the gold can. Like, it was gold. Something.
It was like it was. So that one was, I believe, it was Barnhammer Brewing put out two beers, two stouts, and they were both like the same, but one was nitro, and one was like carbonated, like CO2, and the one that was nitro, it said on the can, it said shake for 30 seconds. And that was where the shake cam was born. Now it's like anything that's a nitro or anything that's like really fruity and, it's been sitting there for a while. Shake cam's a good idea.
and it's copyrighted.
It is copyrighted, yeah. I appreciate that you use the copyright every time. Chase may be the only person who's used the shake cam more than me, or as much as me.
It's highly possible, if not likely.
And you had the best, most epic shake cam when we were in Niagara Falls.
Oh, I remember that
one. Yeah, you knocked the camera over.
The only thing that made me sad about that is the audio didn't pick up Chris's reaction to that beer.
That must have been right when the camera hit ground, maybe.
No, not his reaction to the event. His reaction to the beer itself.
Oh, okay.
Because I have a distinct memory in my head of us like pouring him a little sample of it, and he like instantly spins around, walks the other direction, and goes, "Oh my god!" I think that's the first time. I think that's the first time he had Mortalis.
That was the first one I think I ever had too.
Yeah, but you live in Winnipeg. He lives right over the border from them.
That's true. Yeah. Good point. Yeah, that's right. I forgot they're out of New York. So yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, in Ontario enough, you think I still would have tried. But if I'm in Ontario, I'm just drinking Ontario beers. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, you have to represent the locale.
Exactly. All right. Well, thanks for bringing a beer and dropping by. I know you're not actually in the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge, but it's nice to pretend that you are until one day you actually come up to Winnipeg in the middle of winter.
Not in the middle of winter. Come up to Winnipeg, yes, but not in the middle of winter.
Fair.
I remember what it's like to get frosties in my beard. I would prefer not to experience that again.
Yeah, that's a pretty unique sensation. That's
Yes, it is.
yeah. I have a 20-minute walk to my work in the mornings, and there were a few days this year where I definitely had the frosties in the beard.
And as you're waiting for them to melt, they just feel like hard snot.
And sometimes, like, your eyelashes will get them too, and then you can't see.
Oh, you have much more fantabulous eyelashes than me, I guess.
They're pretty amazing. All right. Thanks, Chase, for dropping by. Thanks, everyone else, for dropping by the Terry Isle Tasting Lounge. See you all again real soon, my friends. Cheers.
I'm tired and I need to go home.